Evening and welcome to BackChat. I'm your host, Timba Madima. This evening we are chatting to Anthony Timoteus. He's with us this evening. I hope you guys are excited for this one. He is a 5,000 meter specialist, as well as he also does 1,500 as well as other longer distances, 10K road. So he's with us. I hope you guys are excited. We're going to have a good time with him. As we get started with this chat, it's an awesome Monday evening. And it's the beginning of the week, so let's start the week off correctly with a back chat with Timoteus. He's going to be joining in shortly. He's obviously achieved some amazing things, even recently running the 5,000 meter as well as 3,000 and the 10K in December and so on. He was doing very well, so it's going to be good to have him on here. Anthony Timoteus is in the building. I'm going to send him an invite. Welcome, everybody. Ready for this chat. So just waiting for him to accept, and then we're going to go live in a few seconds. Hope you guys are doing good. I see you, Jason Bowers. Oh, Timoteus.
Temba Madima. Trevor.
How are you, my brother?
I'm winning, and you?
Good. Let me just fix my camera. There we go. How's it going?
Mine okay. Hey, the wind here in Cape Town, man, it's tough, yo. It's blowing. It's blowing us away. It's like you're running in 2005 altitude. in 10.
Oh, is that your secret, eh? Is that what's making you so fast?
We can't afford the training camps now, so we need to improvise. So it's rather you facing the wind or running with it. But if you're running with it, it's tough, man. It's tough. You know what I mean, Temba?
I hear you, brother. I hear you. But thanks a lot for joining us. Welcome. I see people are going to be coming in now to hear what Timmy has to say.
I see they're coming.
Yeah, I see them as well. Let's do a few welcomes. I see Luke Davis is in here. Emilia Runs, welcome. Adrian Aldrich. Yo. It's Adrian's...
Adrian
the Ethiopian.
Rico Adrian Bikele Aldrich.
he's gonna be he's in here as well. It's his birthday tomorrow, so happy birthday in advance, Adrian.
In advance, Adrian.
Kyle, we see you, Kyle Prince Maubelo. We see you, Geoffrey Crow, Jason Bowers. Welcome, guys. Good for you. Christelle Failing, Danny Cornelison. I see you. Itumiling 8,600. Welcome to you as well. All right, my brother.
I see Adrian is Asante Sana there, so you need to respond and say Karibu Sana. Thank you, welcome. We were there in Kenya in 2016 together.
I remember very well. Hey, and it wasn't an easy trip. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. That's a long story.
It's a long story. We'll talk about it. Appreciate you joining, man. I think it's gonna be a very good one. Looking forward to this one. So, but before we get started, let me do an introduction here, and also the people who are watching, they can know, they can know Batkhanan and who's in the building and so on. So let's do a welcome. Is that fine with you?
Yeah, it's all good with me, Timba.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this evening with us we've got Anthony Timoteus, aka Timmy. Listen up. He is the CUCSA Games gold medalist. He is a FISU World University cross-country championship finalist, World University Games half marathon finalist, CUCSA Championship 5,000 meter gold medalist, SA Under 23 Championships 5,000 meter silver medalist, multiple SA cross-country medalist, silver as well as bronze medal. Ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Timoteus.
Dum. Time out.
Now, my brother, welcome, man. I look forward to this one. I see more people are in here. Charles, the photographer. Charles Jr., welcome, brother. Thanks for joining us. Peter, Miss Sarah, I see you. Run with Shayna, welcome, guys. So my brother, let's get the conversation started. obviously athletics is the sport that you've chosen now. But where did this begin? Were you always interested in running, track and field, road running, or did you have any other sports where you thought maybe I can be a soccer player and go play for Manchester or something?
Yo, Temba, I can say that I was always this dreamer. I didn't know like into what sports I was. Didn't know what my strengths were. Didn't know how talented I was when I started out with my athletics. So in primary school, I used to race with my friends, and I was never the number one, the sub 10 guy. I was there. You get the sub 10, and then you get the 11 and the 12.5. I was there by the
The 12.
12.5, and then eventually a sir at our school, he entered me for the 800 meters, and I never thought about running. Back then 800 meters was long distance, so I never knew that I would love long distance. So he entered me
Yeah.
for the 800 meters, and I was excited because I didn't make the team for sprints, and now I'm in for long distance. And then in the
Yeah.
race, I can still remember I was wearing I was running in a red trunkie. My mother had to stitch it the night before the time to to get me ready for. Because I was in the red house, and that was the only red in the house for me. So I went for the 800 meters, and yeah, I mean the race was history because I came second, and I just fell in love with running long distance. People say that long distance is it's a lifestyle, and that is how my lifestyle started. After that 800 meters, came second, and since then I just gradually built myself like a forex chart, going up, coming down, picking up again. You see, so yeah, that was my journey. How I started falling in love with long distance.
Yeah, man. You know, like people see you, they look at the big potteries,
Ish.
10 or 20 pack, 10 or 20 pack that you have, and they're like, this guy is sprinter, you know, and then they see you in the 5,000. It's like, nah, 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 nah.
Yeah.
What is he doing here? How many times have you got that where people are like, no, man, you should maybe go look into the sprints or the shorter events and so on. Do you ever get that?
All the time, Timba. All the time. Even now, Luke David still believes that I'm gonna run a sub 10 in 100 meters. Whenever we see each other, we even call each other sub 10. You see, so when people look at me, I'm obviously Temba. I'm different. Like with my body type, I'm way different. I'm the muscular and how can I say? I'm not slim like most of the other guys. That middle distance, if you think middle distance, you think about Kiprop. You're thinking about
Yeah, yeah.
those small and skinny
Slender
guys.
bender.
But then you get me, Timba, and I'm just that big and buff guy. But I actually struggled with it because I was different. I actually struggled with
Mm.
that, especially in high school, because I was like, why am I looking like this? And all the other guys, they are smallanyana. So when I was in Belleville South High, and my friends, they were all skinny. And I actually struggled with that, Timba. But it
Mm.
never affected my race. But I always thought about it when I was alone. Um, but how can I say now? I only found out the strength that comes with it now recently, Timba. And I think that was basically my turning point into in my athletics, because even when I was in Kenya in 2016, I was looking for guys that were looking like me. I couldn't find them. That was just me there, the big and buff guy. But since I realized that I'm different, Timba, and I understood that okay, I'm big, and I understand my body, and I understand the benefits that comes with it. That was basically my turning point in my sporting career. That is why I believe in myself more than ever.
Yeah. No, I mention it because, you know, like, you know, I think with me as well, you know, people always, when I line up in the 800, they're like, you know, Altus will call me and the bodybuilder running the 800. And I mean, sometimes you go home and you're like, I'm not gonna eat for a week. But end of the day,
tough,
man. Your body, and then just embracing it, you know. And I think you've done that so well, man. And it's paying off, you know. The times we're gonna have to post about you every week if you carry on at this rate on BackChat.
Really,
but let's talk about this, man.
I really hope so, because the seat that I'm sitting on now on this side, it's hot, man. You can call it the hot seat, man. You can call this side of the camera the hot seat. Yo, it's warm here, man.
No, man, because I think it's so cool because you know, we look at track and field, and now, you know, things over the past, even, you know, COVID year, man, you had a lot of races where you show that, listen, you know, I'm here, guys, don't count me out. Being able to run at the EBSA 10K and even the EBSA 12, you know, running new PBs in the 10K 28s, you know, clocking the fast time. Was it 35 at the 12?
Yeah, 35:06.
Yeah, 35:06 at the 12K. So, you know, people know now, like, hey, don't count this guy out. But I mean, there was times where it was tough, you know, where you know, you had to almost find your pace, your training, and all that. How did you find your way out? How did you work your way out of those like challenging times?
You know, Temba, I always tell people that COVID-19 came as a blessing to me. You know, it gave me time. It gave me time to reflect on my athletics, on how bad I really want this. Even though we had lockdown, we had all the uncertainty during that time. But it gave me time to build myself, to fix myself, because just before lockdown, not many people know that just before lockdown, I went through a really tough time. I was like in a very dark space of my life. I even mentioned it to one of the pastors now this weekend. So I just went back. I went into my own zone, busy detoxing. Okay, what do I need to fix? What do I need to work on? And then, the past 18 or let's say 20 months, I worked on myself. I really invested in myself, and in doing so, I invested into my sports. I even invested more into my academics as well, because I was in my final year of my teaching, and and the prize that came with it, I'm in awe, honestly, because when I lined up with the guys, that was the first race, was the 4K with Ryan. I didn't know what to expect, but there was just a belief in me, and not one of how can I say, I don't want to bring up any excuses, but I can say that I didn't reach my true potential yet, because in all 4 of those races, there were always those stumbling blocks. But I think my character was tested, Timba. With the first race, I had my hamstring, the cross country with Ryan and the guy from KZN. But I told myself, Timba, even though I want top 3 at nationals, I didn't know how I was going to make it, and I knew the type of work that I've put into even my training partners and my coach, they can testify. I believe that I'm going to get the top 3, and I got it with the UPSA 10. Yo, Temba, I didn't for that too. I spoke to you on the airport. I didn't for the 2 weeks, the build up, the 2 weeks before the race. There was like a huge gap. I actually trained for 6 days in those 2 weeks. And
Yeah.
but yet I believe in myself. I told myself at least 28. I got 28 Temba. And then FNB, Durban, I knew the wind. It was blowing. It was blowing, and I knew Ibenia was coming, so it was going to be a fast race. And the guys with the big lungs coming from the altitude, it's going to be fast, you know. But I just said to myself that I'm going with them, knowing that what the type of work that I've put in. And Temba, the results just came. The 3,000 meters now, the other day, yet again, Temba, things to the build up. But my belief system,
Yeah.
that changed, Temba. That changed. And I think that is what brought the result. So I'm looking forward to when I'm for that race where everything is just going to be spot on. I don't know whether it's going to come or not, but I'm just I'm just looking forward to it, you know.
You know what's cool and what's interesting is like it's almost as if it's like a sign, like, you know, the less harder you train and putting in this grind and whatnot, the results come, you know, because all of a
Yeah.
sudden it's like your body's, I think the way you train and the lifestyle you live, you know, you're always ready because you train hard, you rest well, you know, you put a lot of your energy and focus into it. And maybe those bumps somewhere are just saying, hey, Rasta, don't overdo it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I wanted Temba, we want that perfect type of race like Elliot Kipchoge, man. That's up to
Eish.
hour. We want
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
perfect. We want sports sciences to come in and say, no, man, we're going to go. This time we go. The body is right now. You see, once we get that opportunity, we are ready for anything. Even you can run up 144. Klar.
Eish, yeah. You know? But you know, like what I love about you know, athletics, track and field, running, road running, whatever, you know, it's like it's so crazy to separate your personal journey, you know, your hashtag trust the process. You know, hey, you've been throwing that hashtag for a while, you know, and even like for me, when I also got some COVID was also one of those times where I also had to sit back and be like, you know, beginning of that season, I got a tooth infection. My system was attacked, you know, and I went to run and it was so bad. And then lockdown came. I was like, oof,
What
thank
now?
goodness.
Yeah.
So at least now we can rebuild, you know, focus again on what you want to do, what you want to achieve, you know, and just using your time more, enjoying what you're doing, and just, you know, try not always making it so. Don't make athletics your racing and you're also training. Don't make it a dark place. It must be the light, you know, to your
Yeah.
day. If things are
We
not
must
going
dance.
well, it must be like a safe haven as well, type of thing. So that changes it. Race day, man. Doesn't matter what shape we're in. It must be like, you know, put
We
me in,
going.
coach.
We going. Imagine, Temba, you training for 6 months straight. Now you have to face Stephen Mokoka, you have to face Precious. You must be ready.
You
There's the
must. There's no more.
opportunity. You understand? Because those are the guys that's going to set us up for fast times, regardless.
Yeah.
So if you are not ready, Stephen Mokoka even said it, if it's my day, it's my day. You see,
My
if it's not
day.
my day, it's not my day. So you need to you need to find that day. You see, we never know. Like if I have to give it out of 10, how I felt for Durban 10, I would give myself a 6. But
Yeah.
it was my day to get a 28:46 Temba because the pace was there, the runners was there, Makoka was there. He even told us, guys, please, not a 250, just stay here. And I got my
Stay
PB
here.
Temba. It was my day, you see, and I just went for it.
I like that, man. Hey, you know, when Mukoka says that, you know that saying is, if it's my day, it's my day. Nobody can beat me on my day. Hey.
Hey.
All right, so let's talk about role models. Do you have any role models that athletes that you look? This is who I want to be like. Anybody that you've got as a role model?
From athletes, like I draw a lot of inspiration
Doesn't have to be. Doesn't have
from
to be an athlete.
yeah. like I draw a lot of inspiration from many athletes. I even if we go junior level, let's take Jason Bowers for instance, running a 808 solo. I mean, there's a lot of
Yeah,
inspiration that you can get from that. And I was inspired
yeah,
by his 808, and he was still a junior. I can still remember where it's at. I think that was about 6 months before that, and then he told me that he wants the SA record. And I think by the time his PB was something 820 or something. This was a Instagram chat, and then I was like, you want to go for the junior record? That one is tough, young. So I said to myself, I'm not going to crush this guy's dream now. I'm just going to tell him, go for it. And when I found
yeah,
out that the brother ran 804, yo, Temba, I was inspired. I was inspired because that guy, he believed. He believed that he's going to do
yeah,
it,
yeah.
and he came very close to it. You see, so those are the type of athletes that inspires me. Even the 1311 from Stephen Makoka, he left me in that race. That is inspiration. That's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
inspiration. Jare Geland running 1304 for the 5K. That's inspiration. Even if I have to sit in a conversation with him, I sit in a conversation with Jare Geland and what's the Geert Thijs. That's
Mm,
inspiration because they have big accolades and they inspired me. They inspired me a lot. And but one of the runners that I can say that truly inspired me was Stephen Makoka, because I think that was in 2017. Myself, Bruceland, Damons, Roaldo Rats, and Nadil Wilson. We were sitting in the hotel. It was Essays in Germiston, and you know what?
yeah.
Stephen Mokoka. We spoke for 2 hours straight.
Yo,
Temba, the brother was just going blueprints. Guys, you must do this. You must do that. From training patterns to sponsors, how to deal with managers and how Europe, all the experience. And you know,
sure.
since that one conversation, our performances just went up. You see, so
Mm,
that is the type of that is the type of inspiration that I was getting from the athletes. But my role model is definitely my father and my mother, because role models shouldn't be the people that are the richest or having
yeah, yeah.
the biggest achievements, you know. And the reason why I say that my father is my or my mother is my inspiration, my father, both of them, like, they know how to fight through difficult times. Even with my father, his lifespan was very short. um, he died at the age of 37, but he was a real hard worker, Temba.
Yes.
Even when it was very tough, the brother worked hard. He always made sure that we getting the best with less. We getting the best, Temba, and that is my character, and that is how I want to inspire other people to work hard, even when it's difficult. That is why I'm saying I'm trusting the process. You understand? So those are my type of role models, because sometimes you just needed one element, hard work. And imagine my
Yeah.
father had to still live on from that age. What was he going to achieve with his work ethic and his hard work? You understand? And that is something that I want to continue, and that is why things are starting to happen for me, because I look up to my father, I look up to my mother as role models, because they were true hard workers, Timba.
Absolutely, man. I think if that is the trait that you took from them, man, hardworking, that's always been you. I remember, we've known each other for a while, man. I remember when you came through to the Sabi Academy camps there with Coach JJ. Clinic, JJ was like, yes, with this guy. Because everybody's always shocked. They look at your body, they're like, man, he's big or he's strong, but he can
Mm.
run, you know?
How
And he
how is
said,
this
this
guy doing?
guy, he's got something, the energy, the you know, your focus and your determination, you know, it's pulled you through to this stage. Because end of the day, man, you know, running and all this stuff, it doesn't always go the way we want it to go. And the process is more beautiful than the destination. You know what I mean? Because many people get to the destination, you run that fast time, you make that money, you achieve all those things, and they still feel empty and not fulfilled, you know? So the process is actually where the story is at, you know? It's the fighting through challenges, the difficulties, Zula here, make a plan, make it happen, you know? That's where all the fun is at. It's in the process.
Another thing worth mentioning, Temba, as I said, like I draw a lot of inspiration from many athletes. Like I followed the series of Michael Jordan, and I look at the brothers, the brothers' mentality. Yo, Temba. Yo. Just his mentality. And then I went on to look at Cristiano Ronaldo, his mentality. And I was like, hey, but these guys have something in common. Not the greatness, but the mentality. And then now the other day, I heard stories about Eliud Kipchoge, but I saw some shots about him, photos and stuff, how he is at training. So I was like, his mentality. Those guys are people, they are people's person. They can be very happy. They can be very happy. But when it comes to the grind, Timba, there's just something about them. They call it, Michael Johnson, they say it's a Mamba mentality. Castas Armenia, Mamba, their mentality. They are good people. But once they switch on, and that is something, you know, I think myself and Duran, we were following the series of Michael Jordan. And we always had that thing, we must take that mentality, because sometimes there were times Michael Jordan, you will be very playful, but when he go play, he's just something else. And I can remember there was part an episode of like a good friend of him. Oh, that guy didn't greet him before the game, and then Michael Jordan was like, "How? What's happening?" We are like, and even Usain Bolt, the same. He was like, what's happening? What's happening now? And in that particular game, he was at his best, because he wanted to prove that guy wrong. Even with Usain Bolt, Justin Gatlin and them, they were throwing some comments at him, and boom, the brother his performances was up there, and that is the type of mentality that I also worked on and adapted well to. So yeah, that's also another thing that is worth mentioning. I think if any athlete can just take that mentality, I'm not saying that you must disrespect your opponents or your competitors, but just that thing of, I'm switching on now, Temba. We can laugh now, but if the gun goes, there's only 2 laps to go. The first one 50, the other one 51, 141 on the clock. You see. And then after that, we can smile again.
I love it, man. I love it. You know, that mentality, you know, I think some athletes are just more talented than others, you know. But I mean, I love the whole grind and the spirit of competition, you know. And I step on the line, you know, I want to mess things up. Like, nobody must come out of that race and say, it was a nice race, it was easy. They must be like, yo, today we had to work, you know what I mean? And I mean, I think that's what brings out the best out of each and every one of us. And it's just having that self-belief, and I love that, man. Your motivation, I think this will be pretty much close to the last questions I asked before we say goodbye to everybody. What would you say is your motivation for life? What is motivating you to keep on running? What is motivating you in life, and so on?
Just that question gives me goosebumps, Temba. Getting goosebumps here. My biggest motivation, it's home, Temba. It's home. You know, when you're going home, when you're going back to Venda, you see the people on the streets. When you're going home, and you just see your background, where you come from. And I think that's my biggest motivation. Before a race, before a flight, I just go home, and spend some time with my family, because you know, our upbringings is some of our upbringings are not so well, some are well, but mine is not so well, and that is my biggest motivation. Because how can I say now? It's not. Oh, let's be clear. It's not well at home, and I try to be this guy that wanted to save the ship when I was 15. And then my mother came. My mother told me, no, go and build yourself, and then you come back, and then you save us. And that conversation, that was my motivation. So now I'm just trying to build myself. I'm just trying to build myself because I have a ship to save at home. So that's my biggest motivation, Timba.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with that.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
To me, I think, you know, everybody who meets you and everybody who talks to you and stuff, they'll know you do. You're a friendly guy. You know, you love people. You always smiling, and you also have that switch when you get in the zone and you get into your focus. Maybe people will be like, "Hey, what's happening? Why is Timmy like this?" But end of the day, man, you know, I think it's beautiful that people must understand that this sport of ours, man, it's not an easy one. Athletics, running, it's an individual sport with a team surrounding you. You know what I mean? And you know, I just want to wish you all the best going forward. I know you're gonna have an amazing season. This already started well. PBs, just clocking PBs along the way. Ended off last year with PBs, and yeah, man, we're gonna be looking out for the rest of the season to see how everything goes from Backtrack side. And we've been supporting you since Adrian was around, and we will continue to support and film as you do with him.
Adrian needs a big shout out, because Adrian also he came into my life when I needed somebody like Adrian, because he did a lot for me, Temba. Even with the trip going to Kenya, the brother didn't think twice to pay my ticket, and he took me to Kenya, and like all the things that happened in Kenya, Adrian was basically responsible. So if Adrian wasn't part of that, if I didn't go to Kenya at that time, I don't think I was gonna get to this level, because that piece is part of the puzzle. And I just want to thank Adrian also, the engine behind Backtrack and everything. So yeah, Adrian, asante sana, kuna matata, karibo sana, hodi hodi. Yeah, thank you, man.
Hey, it's a proper shout out. Adriano, see you, man. All right, buddy. I think with that, just a message to those who are watching and those who support and follow you on your journey.
Yeah, this one is gonna go out to the athletes. All I can say is that anyone can become great. I'm a firm believer that anyone can do it. There's no such thing that you can't do it. If you're going to really invest in yourself, if you're going to invest into your promise, into your talents, you will achieve it. Because God blessed us all with good talents, and with our talents, we need to bring success, and our success brings pride to Him. You understand? So at the end of the day, Temba, we have a task to outlive our talents, so that we can one day tell God, but this is what we did with our talents. That is why I believe that there is something in everyone, but it's all about trusting the process, trusting God within it, and you can't go wrong with it. And I believe that anyone can make it. If it means that the whole South Africa must run it sub 14 minutes, they can do it. First the man and then the woman. Yeah, I'm a firm believer that anyone can make it. Even you, Temba, I believe you can go sub 143, Temba. I believe it. There's just something you just need to tap into it, Temba. I think that's for you as well. Hey. But thank you for having me, Temba.
My brother. I don't know who's on here. If nobody's inspired, I don't know. I'm inspired. I hope the people that I see Duvan Faro saying trust the process. Heinrich Marloth is saying motivation. Thank you, Tim. Christopher Stain, Star Run says, thank you so much. G, not G, is putting some eyes with watery eyes there and stars. Adrian says, thanks, brother. So yeah, Timmy, thanks a lot, man. I think it was good. I appreciate your time. Truly inspired as well. And yeah, we look forward to see what the rest of the season will bring.
Yeah, thanks, Temba, for having me. I really appreciate it.
It is a pleasure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it straight from the man who goes by the name of Timmy, aka Timoteus, aka Anthony, aka Buff Man with big lungs,
Big thighs, big calves, and also a singer, Temba.
And also a singer.
Also a singer, Temba.
Yeah, we'll do some duets again soon.
Yeah,
you know.
that's gonna happen in future. We must get back music. Yeah, cheers, Temba.
Right,
So I just log out now.
Sharp, take care, man. Yeah, see you.
Okay.
All right,
Cheers.
ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. We'll be back again tomorrow. We've got another athlete that is going to be joining us, so keep a lookout and see you soon. Take care. God bless, brother. God bless everybody. And that.